So, what we've said is that right from day one, what the minister requested was a 30% reduction in the fees each one of us who subscribe to this services pay. And that he was not going, that's why I quoted him, and that he's not going to take any value addition. What he wanted from them was a 30% reduction that individual, each one of us pay. We did make the point, you know, per the first press statement that we released, that now, you're all journalists. If you go to Namibia, you go to Kenya, you go to Malawi, you go to Botswana, you go to Namibia, this promotion now is running there in these countries. You can check. You know, because Canal Plus is coming into the picture, I'm sure that, you know, they wanted to sort of ease their entry by being so generous with some of these offers. And then they started these promotions where those of us who listen to radio, this is not the first time you are hearing this. So the point we wanted to make is that having failed to achieve that 30% reduction, eat the humble pie. You get it? Right now he has X all over his face. Just eat the humble pie. That, oh, I went to negotiate on your behalf. I wanted a 30% reduction, but I didn't get the 30%. But however, I was able to get value addition. At least when you do this, people will sit down and say, oh, okay, well, probably you did your best. Just that your best was not enough. But to still insist, without even now mentioning the 30% reduction that is all he's been talking about, touting and then issuing tantrums and then threats, it tells you his disingenuity. So for me, the answers are clear. And again, for DSTV to issue 3 statements on one issue, it should tell you that somebody is holding, I know use the word. I didn't say that, please.
My name is Craig.
Yes, yes.
My name is Craig. Just to find out from you if the committee has engaged the minister, and don't you think calling for his resignation is too early because he has really done, he has put in an effort to really help Ghanaians. As you said, we didn't get the 30%, but at least he has made some achievement.
No, one, he's not done anything. Because DSTV itself was going to announce this promotion. That's why I cited countries. I said if you check Namibia, check DSTV Namibia, check DSTV Kenya, DSTV Malawi, DSTV Botswana, these programs are running. So it's something that DSTV had planned. We've also spoken to, yesterday, 2 days ago, he was on TV saying that we've not met this, we've not met. We also have sources in the system. It is something that they had planned. And then even this year, for those who are subscribers or new subscribers, if you are being truthful, they've run series of these promotions that if you pay, you'll be upgraded. If you pay, you'll be upgraded. So what has the minister done that you cannot do? He's not done anything. So what we are saying is that this wild goose chase, this issuance of threat that I'll sack you, I'll evict you if you don't pay the 30%, to the extent that even those who were the workers, if you go to DSTV, they have about 500 workers, direct workers. And then for non-direct, people who provide non-direct, about 10,000. People were even scared that they were going to lose their jobs. Because with the threat, you saw that on TV. People thought that, hey, until they say, yeah, they're fine. You know, Ghana, the current economic situation we find ourselves, there are no jobs. So if you've secured your job and then the minister, as a result of his tantrums, is sacking your employer, how would you feel? How would you feel? And then at the end of the day, we come to square one. So if DSTV, on a single matter, issues 3 statements to clarify a matter, it should tell you.
Honorable.
Yes.
Thank you very much. My name is John.
Okay.
I was at the press conference jointly headed by the Minister of Information and DSTV.
Yes.
I asked a question. I asked the minister to allow DSTV or MultiChoice to confirm his submission because the earlier submission he made, DSTV came out to rebut to that point.
Yeah.
And I'm not too surprised that the multi-choice or DSTV again issued 3 statements after this press conference. Why ask the minister to ask the DSTV to respond to that? Now that the hoodie has come back to us, as a citizen of this country, what do you say to DSTV or multi-choice in Ghana? Let's, for instance, allow the minister, or let's give the minister the benefit of doubt. What do you say to DSTV now that, to your own word, they have not done anything at all? What do you say to DSTV?
Well, first and foremost, I would say subscribing to DSTV services is a luxury. If you are being frank here, if we decide to do a roll call, I guess not all of us are subscribers to DSTV. Because these days we have a lot of streaming services. People do Netflix, YouTube, Prime, Disney Plus, and all that. So, to me, it's not an essential good. It's not a necessity. To the extent that if you don't watch DSTV, you die. Like issues of water, issues of food and all that. You get it? So, for me, we have options. If the price of the fees, if the subscription fee goes up, and then you think you cannot pay, what do? You exit. There are other competing streamline services there. Because it's a private company. It's a private company. And that's the point we've been making from day one. And now we are back to square one. It's a private company, so you don't have control over the activities. DSTV also, for me, I still think that DSTV is charging us more than we have to pay. That point would have to be made. Because if Nigeria is paying the equivalent of $28, and then we are being asked to pay close to $90, it's too much. It is too much. But then, what you need to do is not forcing them to reduce. Because DSTV has also come out to tell you that cumulatively, they pay taxes close to 28%. They pay VAT 15%. They pay Get Fund 2.5%. They pay NHIS 2.5%. They pay CST, Communication Service Tax, 5%. Then they also pay 3% on the decoders they import. So, 28%. In the case of Nigeria, it's only 7.5% that they pay to the government of Nigeria. So you see the disparity. So there is no way you can get them to reduce the price out to the levels of the Nigerian market. It's not possible. It's not possible. Because even the taxes regime itself makes it not possible to achieve this. So when he started from day one, we knew he was going to fail. And that's exactly what he's done. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. Yes.
So I wonder why we want to go so hard on the minister who is trying to bring that disparity down, that high cost.
Okay.
Bring it down.
Okay. Oh, you don't want me to answer that?
No, I want
Okay. All right. Okay.
that aside, is it not too strong for you to say that the minister doesn't have the mental capacity to be able to hold himself as a minister?
Okay. So one. What we are saying is that from day one, if you are a minister, and then Ghanaians I also complained because I'm a subscriber, and Ghanaians are complaining about the price of a commodity. What you need to do is that you check yourself, because you were making comparison between Ghana and then the Nigerian market. So if Nigeria is $28, why is Nigeria $28 and then ours is about $90? The Nigerians will tell you that, here we don't charge them CST. We don't charge them Get Fund. We don't charge them health insurance. You get it? So these are all these are build-ups. So if you really want to do something for the Ghanaian community or for Ghanaian people, what you can say is that, okay, there are things that we have control over. But the other things we don't have control because DSTV, their content and all that, you don't have control. But then, okay, in order to reduce the cost for us, we the subscribers, we are reducing the VAT from 15% to 7.5% to align with Nigeria. Again, the debt fund levy of 2.5%, we are scrapping it. Again, the NHIS levy of 2.5%, we are scrapping it. And then the CST tax of 5%, we are scrapping. When you do this, you show commitment. There's somebody who is ready, to ensure that Ghanaians, pay the right price for the services that are provided to them. Other than that, a private company, you can't force them. Because nobody does business to make a loss. My brother, you get the point. So there are things that we have control over. Because in the earlier discussions, an analysis was made between ourselves and that of the Nigeria. And I've told you that Nigeria is only 7.5% that they pay. And we end up paying 28%. So that's the issue.
So are we assuming that DSTV is making a loss in Ghana?
No, that's not. Oh, probably you're not getting the argument.
No, you are saying that no business will want to do business to lose.
Of course, that's why DSTV didn't reduce their because they are making the point that if you want us to reduce the cost of our services, reduce the cost of your tax. Yes, because every businessman will do that. You push the tax to consumers. That's what they will do. But if we had said that, okay, so DSTV, now we want to, put you at the same level as the Nigerian DSTV. So now you also pay 7.5%. And they still insist on charging us this figure, then we have a point. My brother, you get me?
So the solution is reducing tax. So you are...
No, that's not so you see, one, let's make the point that this is a private company. The services they are providing are not essential services. Me, if you ask me, the solutions are two. One is that if I cannot pay, I'll exit the market. There are other competing streaming services that I can easily join, which probably provide better services and then less cost. The other will be if I'm a policymaker, because if I'm an individual subscriber, I'm not a policymaker. If I'm a policymaker, what I can do is to reduce the taxes, reduce the tax component for DSTV. And once you reduce that, you force them to reduce their prices.
Okay, Honorable, or maybe on that note.
Yes.
Okay, so Honorable,
yes.
The call for the removal of the minister from office, is it based on his failure to get a 30% reduction or his performance as a minister in that sector?
So, one, like I said earlier, it's the minister who led us on in this whole business. Ghanaians started, I complained, a lot of you, the subscribers, we started complaining that DSTV, the charges are too much and that they need to do something about it. Normally, it's consumers because this is a private company. So consumers, yesterday I went to one of the TV stations and then Kofi Kapito, you know him, consumer protection. If a CSO like consumer protection had championed this with Ghanaians, supporting this venture, at least two things can happen. For the private business, there's no way that business will make a loss. That's why at the end of the day, he didn't reduce it. But we can push government to at least reduce the tax component. Reduce the tax component. But then he led us on. We were prompting him that, Mr. Minister, what you are doing, you come back to ground zero. He said, no. If they don't do, they'll exit. To the extent that the South African government also got involved. I used to be the Ghana's High Commissioner to South Africa until recently. So I have contacts within the South African government. So I started receiving calls. What's happening? What's happening? Mind you, when this MTN GRA matter came, I don't know whether you heard that. GRA accused MTN of paying less taxes. I was Ghana's High Commissioner in South Africa. The matter came there. I had to attend meetings. I met their leadership. I met their foreign minister on this matter. So when it comes to negotiation, it's an art. We did this behind closed doors, and now MTN is still working here. GRE never said that if you don't pay, we are sacking you. If you don't pay, you exit. That's not how, as a leader representing government, that's not how you behave. He went to the TV station, Evans Mincer's program, Joy News. Look at the demeanor. Telling the host that he doesn't know where he learned comprehension. Look at the demeanor. Telling us, we, the minority, that we are incompetent. Look at his demeanor. Is such a person fit for purpose? Look at their leader, their president that they look up to. Look at the way he conducts himself. And then look at you, the subordinate. Sometimes he wants to behave like Trump. But unfortunately for President Trump, he's the president of the United States of America. In your case, you are a minister appointed by the president. So you can't be issuing ultimatums. You can't be issuing threats. Once you do that, private businesses who want to come into the country are like, hey, why? What kind of system do we have in Ghana? So there are things that you can do. When you speak to the other ministers, they'll tell you there are issues that they have with companies, private companies working in Ghana. If you go to the mining sector, there are a lot of mining companies who have issues, but their respective ministers are meeting them behind closed doors, trying to resolve the matters. The matters don't escalate to the public domain. But look at our case. Now, if you go to UK, even US, and just Google Ghana DSTV, it's about the minister. And for the past month, look at the kind of publicity the minister has given DSTV. You've noticed that DSTV is not even talking because they have a free commercial and then marketing director. You've noticed that because they are not talking. They are not paying for any advert. Somebody has taken that responsibility, using the taxpayers' money to do free adverts for DSTV. Is this what we want? Is this what we want as a nation? Probably the last question.
Yeah, from yes, you have introduced a task component to all these things. I have not seen DSTV or multi-choice task component for that matter. Our rate is high.
Let me just answer you. Let me just answer you. Are you a subscriber?
No, let me finish my question.
He's not. No. I wanted to ask if you were. No, let me learn. No, let me learn. Sorry, I beg you. No, let me learn. Okay, you ask.
That would mean that pushing the whole press conference to absurdity for someone behind me to claim that me, I don't want to hear it.
No.
Yeah. It's a matter of choice.
It's a matter of choice.
Yeah. I'm a journalist. Let me ask the question. You answer it.
Yeah.
The question is either stupid or not.
Yeah. I agree.
May you provide us with task components as DSTV is paying?
Okay.
The first comment that I tell you.
Yeah.
Once you have mentioned task components,
can
you make it available to us?
Okay. So.
Yes, because
So what you do? What you do is that anytime you pay, who's a subscriber here? Oh, we are. We are here. Oh, I'm saying. So anytime you pay, the receipt you get, do you see the tax component? Do you see the tax component? Oh, if you have, it's clear. When you pay, the receipt you get, all the tax components are there. So you see them. So, ladies and gentlemen of the media, let me thank you once again. For coming in when we called you. I know that it was sudden. We appreciate your time. And then let's all together push for accountability. When people are doing the right thing, we'll talk about them. But then when people have taken Ghana as their own personal property, I think that the obligation is on our part to let them know that they are there on our behalf. Thank you for coming in.